Oh, hello, welcome. This is Dark Times with Dark Match Steve. Who's Dark Match Steve? That's me, down the corner. Hey, what's up, guys? Dark Match Steve here. What is up, motherfuckers? God damn, I just sat down. I barely got my, let me get my headphones on here. I barely got my shit together here, guys. This fucking storm is coming in, Milton! Ah! I'm freaking out a little bit. I'm freaking out. Hello, what's up? Dark Match Steve here, your little boy toy. What's up, you little sluts? I still got some starfruit here. Haven't finished my starfruit. Check it out. It's so juicy. Let me get through the chat. The Fat Pig, Sweet Cheeks. What's up, Sweet Cheeks? My number one. Fat Pig, first one in chat always. Dark Snatch Steve, that's me. Democrats are evil. What's up, bro? Thanks for coming back to the stream. How's it going? Junior Coltrane. This opening is way better. It has charisma. You really didn't like the Eagles, Junior Coltrane? Oh, man. Starfruit is so good. Homegrown starfruit. Mmm. 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 Last piece, guys. Last piece of the starfruit. Uh. 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 Just finishing my starfruit. I can't concentrate if I'm eating and stuff. Let me get back to the chat. Hold on. We're just getting started here, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Junior Coltrane. I liked the last intro, but I kept getting hit with copyright violations on Facebook, so I had to change it. It's fucking bullshit. A hip thrust to start the show. You guys really want that? I'm not wearing any pants. Johnny Z Fradley. What's up? Fradley? What's up, bro? Over on the YouTube. Dan Wazinski on the Facebook. What's up, guys? And if you're in the chat, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, say what's up in the chat. I got you all in one spot here on the StreamYard. So yeah, I can see you. Come say hello. Thank you guys for coming back to the stream, Johnny and Dan. Bob Cook, the dude, the man himself. What's up? What's up, Bob Cook? Up in the chat. But wow, Snizook, Sliz Air. Yes, sir. I got no sound. Oh shit, dude, you scared the fuck out of me. Dr. Starbird. I did have it muted for a second. You actually made my blood pressure go up for a second there. I was like, what the fuck? Jeff Cron, what's up? Oil up, storms are brewing. Mm-hmm. White iced tea, what's up, bro? What's up, white iced tea, bro? What's up, guys? How's it going? Dr. Starbird. Thank you guys for coming back to the stream. What's up? What's up? Yeah, I know I'm acting a fool already. I'm just trying to hold on. Let me get my bottle of water. I'm so unprepared. I'm sorry, guys. Dude, this fucking storm, I've been prepping all day. I've been just prepping nonstop. It's fucking bullshit. It sucks, man. Fucking sucks. Stupid fucking storm. Bullshit. Jack Mahogoff, what's up, bro? Thanks for coming back to the stream. Heather Whistler, what's up? Heather Wiz, how's it going? I just need this hurricane to get to the raping. I can't handle this. That is what I was saying right when I was starting to post to advertise for to promote my stream here. I was just like, I'm over this. I'm so fucking over it. And there's more out there in the ocean, right? Or in the bay or so. I don't know. They're saying there's more headed this way too. I'm so over it. Yeah, this hurricane's gonna suck. White iced tea. I'm sure it will. I'm hoping. We'll see. I'll look at a recent tracker. Guys, Bubba, can you maybe we'll play a clip from Bubba this morning talking about, dude, Bubba opened up the show saying, look, I'm not going to say that this hurricane is a nothing burger. I'm not going to say that today. And then halfway through the show, he's like, my Wendy app says this is a nothing burger. And at the end of the show, he's like, everybody that evacuated, go back home. This is really nothing. We're all safe. Oh, fuck. It was a very slow progression, but Bubba went from fear porn to there's nothing to see here in 4 hours. So yeah, we should look at that. Tina, what's up? What's up? Thanks for checking out the stream. How's it going? Bubba Army Mom. What's up, hun? How's everybody doing? So who all is in Florida up in the chat? Are you all prepared? Are you guys ready? We're pretty much, I mean, I got to take my spider decoration, the big homemade spider that I made. Oh, I got to take that down off of my front porch. I got a skeleton on the front porch. I don't think he's going anywhere, though. He's attached to my burglar bars with not really thick gauge wire, but I don't think he's going to come down. He ain't catching much wind with them bones, them plastic bones. So I think that's good. But I got to take my spider down. Inbound Realty, Hinstar. What's up, bro? Steven Coco, Brian from Philly. It's going to miss us. You think so? Dude, that would be so fucking awesome. That would be awesome. Brian from Philly. What's up, you guys? A lot of people over on the YouTube. If you're on Facebook, get in the chat. Twitter, too. I can see... sorry, I'm getting text messages from people. Yeah, hit me up in the chat. You're on Twitter, wherever the fuck you're watching. I can see everybody here in the same spot. So, Sarasota, you're Cape Cod here, high and dry. That's good. Sarasota, the landing spot we evaluated. Oh, evacuated. I think you mean to Crystal River. Yeah. Fuck, man. I got somebody texting me. Hold on one second, guys. I'm sorry. The messages keep popping up, and then by the time I look, they go away. I'm using Mac here, so it's all synced up. What? Breaking news, plastic bone projectile. No, you know what? That's possible. I might bring the skeleton in. We'll see. Mike Rucker over on the Facebook. What's up, bro? Stay safe. I'll try to. Mike, you in Florida? You out of here? You guys be safe. Fucking better safe than sorry. If you think you're in a bad spot, even kinda, then do what you think you need to do. There's only so much you can do to fucking watch your house fall to fucking pieces and get ripped to shreds. It might be better to watch that on the news than in person. Might be better for you. I don't know. I think my house might be okay. There's one tall tree that's like behind my house in the neighbor's yard. I don't really think, I don't know. Well, fingers crossed. I don't think that tree's going to come down. Besides that, there's not a lot of big, dangerous trees around me, but there's like enough trees in my neighborhood that it's not like I'm exposed. The wind will definitely be catching these trees before it fucking does anything to my to my house. So I think I might be okay in my location. The thing we're worried about is my mom's place over there in Palmetto Beach, because that's definitely at risk if the fucking if the storm surge is really as bad as some places are claiming it could be, then that house is fucked. We spent the day clearing out. So when the last storm hit, just to, give you perspective, we've been through the videos 2 or 3 times on the stream. I don't really want to pull them all up again because we just looked at them last night. But anyway, the hurricane, the flooding from, what the fuck was it? Helene the hurricane flooding from that was inside the house. It was like a little above your knees, not waist high, but not quite waist high. It was enough to make the goddamn fridge float and ruin all the cabinets. We had to cut up halfway on all the drywall. We got to replace all the fucking drywall, flooring, all that. But if the flooding is as bad as some of the worst projections, like 15 feet, I think they're talking about storm surge. If it gets that bad, it's going to reach up to the top cabinets, which didn't happen last time. So we had still at the house, we had all of these, dishes, plates, glassware, all kinds of shit, sets of stuff that my mom had, over the past year or two has bought and saved to put in this house once we had it fixed up. Remember, we've been fixing the house for a year and it just got destroyed. So anyway, we spent a couple hours wrapping up all the glassware and shit from the top cabinets, because if the storm surge is 15 feet, it's probably going to reach the cabinets. Dude, that is just such a fucked up, unfathomable thing to witness. It's yeah, man, I don't know. It could be bad. Trolls, what so many trolls? What are you talking about? Are you talking about Junior Coltrane? Look, guys, let's get along in the chat. Buzzard Bob, be safe. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. What zone am I in? I think this is E. I'd have to check again to be entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure this spot I'm in is E. So I should be okay in terms of flooding, but it's like, it's crazy because the house that my mom had that was completely flooded, and this time they're saying it might be up to the ceiling with water. That house, that house is like 2 minutes away from where I'm at right now. So it's like, it's sketchy. They say I'm in zone D or E. I'm in one of the two. Regardless, this isn't a evacuation zone, and I don't know. I mean, it's scary being that close. I know that this is more elevated. I do know that for a fact. So it's like, it's scary being that close, but it's all about elevation. The waves can only fucking push the water so far, but it's with the rising water, then it all fucking levels out across. It's not about how far inland you are. If the water level rises to your zone level, so you're fucked. Eventually the water is it's gonna get to your fucking doorstep. But I should be okay here in terms of that. I am really, my worst concern is the wind. Right, I'm right in the middle of fucking Tampa, though. I'm like Ybor City. It's I'll be fucked. Kelly Pelly, what's up? What's up? Thanks for getting in the chat. How you guys doing? I should be okay here. Be safe, friend. I should be. Uh, I I think I'm good to go. Besides taking down some Halloween decorations from outside, which is a pain in the ass, we should be okay. I'm gonna wait till tomorrow. If it's like they're saying like 50-mile-an-hour winds, I'm gonna leave some of that shit out there and see how it goes. You know. But anyway, if that's my worst concern at the moment is my Halloween decorations, then that's telling you something. My mom thinks her house is going to be gone, though, for the record. I mean, I don't think so, but my mom is watching the worst of the worst on the news in terms of projections. She's watching the worst shit, and she's just pretty much assuming that that house that got flooded by Helene, we're not even going to have to fix it up because it's just going to be gone, and she's going to be selling an empty lot. So there's that. Ron Gideon, what's up, bro? Kentucky Waterfall himself. What's up, dude? Thanks for checking out the stream. Thank you, everybody on Facebook checking in and stuff. I see I got some likes and hearts and stuff. I can't see who does the reactions through this end, but anyway, thank you guys for the support. I appreciate it. Please like and subscribe, especially the YouTube. I'm not saying to leave any platform to go to YouTube. I'm just saying if you're on YouTube, please hit the like and subscribe. That shit helps. All right, well, I got to hit this bowl a couple times, so I better pull up some video to watch. No, so I grabbed a few things for us to look at. Guys, Pelly, I'm not sure if you saw this, probably not on Twitter or anything on the news. I forget where the fuck y'all went to, because my memory is shot. But anyway, I know you guys aren't in Tampa, so you probably wouldn't know, but Mayor Castor said we're gonna die. My mayor's told me I'm gonna die out here. This isn't a fucking drill. Oh my god, this fucking lesbian. Oh, let me fix my goddamn audio. Hold on 1 second. This will take less than 30 seconds. Hold on. Have you ever seen heaven? Tired, hungry, and tired. Have you ever seen heaven? Okay. Look at this fucking whore. Just kidding. It's okay. Mayor Castor is not watching this stream. I guarantee you that. And if she is, bitch, get to work. There's a storm coming. Why are you watching my stream? Go make yourself useful. All right. Here's Mayor Castor telling us in Tampa that we are going to die.
Number one message to Tampa residents tonight.
You're gonna die.
The number one message, as it has been for several days now, is that you need to prepare, do whatever you need to do, and then get out of the evacuation zones, which now are evacuation zone A and B. And as we all have heard so many times now, you hide from the wind and run from the water. And we are talking about right now the possibility of a direct hit with 10 to 12 foot tidal surge. Put that in perspective, Hurricane Helene, which just left the Tampa Bay area a week ago, there was 6 foot storm surge, and that was literally devastating to so many.
What the fuck? That's all it was? 6 foot? Dude, if that shit comes in at 12 to 15, oh my god, we're fucked. What the fuck?
In our coastal area, we have 126 miles of coast just in the city of Tampa. And so people need to be heeding that warning. And from the looks of traffic on all of our northbound highways, they're doing just that.
Yeah, we've seen how jammed up those highways are. I know a lot of the tolls have been suspended to help facilitate people getting out of there.
Dude, Tampa is pretty empty right now. There's still people driving around, but I got a video. I was at a light in Tampa, not too far from my mom's house, not the one that's destroyed by the last hurricane, but where she's been staying. She was planning on selling the one she's staying at and moving into this other one. Anyway, not too far from that, I go to a street light, and it's one that's always busy, and I was the only one at the light. And I just couldn't believe it. So I had to take a video. And anyway, didn't see another car for like about a minute driving, which is whatever. I mean, in terms of Tampa, the way Tampa is now, that's like fucking ghosts. That's no fucking traffic. Big E, what's up, bro? Big E checking in the chat. How's it going? What's up, fam? Reading the chat. All the debris is still everywhere. Yeah, bro, there's trash everywhere. Ron DeSantis been fighting with what the fucking people that got. There was a guy, a random motherfucker that was talking about FEMA closing down the dumps. And I was like, I brought it up on the stream, but I was very like, man, this all seems like too much. Like, I wonder if this video is fake and the dumps aren't really closed because it's just too weird. Why would they do that? And does FEMA not know that they look completely terrible? And then it turns out Ron DeSantis had to send the sheriff down to a couple, or maybe it was just one dump. He had this. I know at night, like last night, they sent sheriffs down to some dump stations to cut the locks off of the dump stations so that people could bring the debris. Because that's the thing is we're in Tampa here. We've all still got bullshit out at the road. They've gotten a lot of it, probably the majority, but you still see I was driving around today seeing trash everywhere. So all of that stuff is going to be airborne if they don't get it picked up by tomorrow. Oh my God, we're going to die. We're going to die.
What would you say to people tonight who are saying, you know what, I'm going to ride this out. I've ridden others out. What would you say to people who aren't heeding those evacuation orders?
Well, I can tell you right now that they may have done that in others. There's never been one like this. And this.
Where are you supposed to go with it like this? We're going to be driving when it hits us.
Helene was a wake-up call. This is literally catastrophic. And I can say without any dramatization whatsoever, if you choose to stay in one of those evacuation areas, you're going to die.
Wow. I mean,
this kind of looks like a man. Is it just the eyebrows? No, it's the jaw too. And the nose. This looks like a man. And this is a lesbian.
that is an incredibly blunt message. And I know you have a lot of experience dealing with these storms. You don't say something like that lightly, Mayor.
I've never said that. And 10 to 12 foot surge. I mean, if this takes a jog to the south, that's going to save us from the storm surge. But it stays on the track that it's projected to be on right now. Or if it goes a bit north, would be even worse. Some of the predictions are saying that Pinellas County, to the south of us, the entire county is going to be underwater. So this is something that I have never seen in my life. And I can tell you that anyone who was born and raised in the Tampa Bay area has never seen anything like this before. People need to get out.
And your message is just, this isn't survivable.
This, if we have that predicted storm surge, it is not survivable.
You know what? I mean, there are lighter ways to put things, okay? I just hit the bowl. Don't mind me. I'm sorry, I'm coughing. But she's not. I would love to call this bitch a dumb bitch, but you know what? She's not really wrong, right? I mean, I guess she's right. If they get, dude, the last storm put my mom's place underwater. I never thought that I would see. It's not like I didn't think I'd see. It's that I never thought about it. You know, I'm not saying, oh, I thought this would never happen to us. It was just like a thing. Like you don't really assume that you're gonna see that your whole fucking house flooded, the entire house. There's a water line throughout the whole house where you can see where the water was because there's seaweed on your walls. You just don't think about, oh yeah, I'm gonna see that someday. Iggy McGillicuddy up in the chat. What's up, dude? Iggy, can't you see? Hurricane Milton is heading for me. Oh yeah. All right. Let me see what. So what's the deal with bro Ron DeSantis? I like Ron DeSantis. Sometimes he can be entertaining. I like seeing him fight with Kamala Harris. Hold on one second. I'm pulling up a video. Bro, Kamala Harris is the dumbest bitch ever. I can't believe. Look, guys, I get that there's issues with Trump. I get that, and I agree with a lot of criticisms from the left. Not all of them, but some of the criticisms, I get it. But this fucking dumb bitch, oh my god. Alex Barnsley, what's up, dude? DMS in the house. Thanks for watching on the Facebook over there, Alex. What's up, bro? Kevin Gable up on the Facebook too. What's up? I heard if you vote for Kamala Harris, she's going to blow the hurricane the other way. Oh, well, she's done plenty of blowing. She sure has, but I don't know if I don't know if she can blow the hurricane. If she could blow the hurricane, and by blow the hurricane, I mean suck its dick to make it turn the other way, she would do that. We know this about Kamala. All right, let me screen share this. Kamala is fighting with my governor. Hold on. Okay. Why is this? Oh, okay.
You know, moments of crisis, if nothing else, should really be the moment that anyone who calls themselves a leader says they're going to put politics aside and put the people first. People are in desperate need of support right now, and playing political games with this moment in these crisis situations, these are the height of emergency situations, is just utterly irresponsible, and it is selfish, and it is about political gamesmanship instead of doing the job that you took an oath to do, which is to put the people first.
Oh, that's funny to hear from somebody that can magically pull millions of dollars for who the fuck, Gaza and Israel, Yemen, who the fuck ever. They can just pull that out of their pocket, but the people in North Carolina get not free $750. They get a loan of $750. A loan. Did you guys hear about that? That they have to pay the money back? $750. If your insurance company covers anything of your house or whatever the fuck, you have to pay back the $750 that FEMA gave you. But we'll see. Well, no, I think actually some of the money for Ukraine is supposed to be paid back, but who the fuck is going to pay back what? Give me a break. But the money for Ukraine went straight to the weapon manufacturers. And the money going to Gaza and Israel, I don't know about that. I don't know if that's a loan or not. But regardless, we should have a different standard for U.S. citizens. And even if it is, it has to be a loan. $750 ain't shit. You should be offering people more fucking money. Especially if you're sending it to who the fuck ever, Israel.
And I've been in touch with both FEMA and the president, as well as marshaling all our state agencies and working to support our local communities. And so for Kamala Harris to try to say that my sole focus on the people of Florida is somehow selfish is delusional. She has no role in this. In fact, she's been vice president for 3.5 years. I've dealt with a number of storms under this administration. She has never contributed anything to any of these efforts. And so what I think is selfish
has she ever
is her trying
She's never contributed anything to anything.
to blunder into this. No. And here's
Has
the
she ever
thing.
called before?
She has no
Unless you say contributing by contributing black men to jail, if that counts, then I guess she has contributed a lot. Besides that, I don't know.
role. No, she has no role in this process. I'm in contact with the President of the United States. I'm in contact with FEMA director. I'm obviously managing all our state agencies. We're supporting all our local government. And I will say this, I've had storms under both President Trump and President Biden, and I've worked well with both of them. She's the first one who's trying to politicize the storm, and she's doing that just because of her campaign. She's trying to get some type of an edge. She knows she's doing poorly, and so she's playing these political games. I don't have time for political games. I've got people whose lives are on the line. I've got people whose homes and their possessions are on the line, and we are focused 100% on that mission. I'm not worried about playing her political games. And so she is being selfish by trying to blunder into this when we're working just fine.
What a fucking dumb bitch. Let's hear what she said again.
You know, moments of crisis, if nothing else, should really be the moment that anyone who calls themselves a leader says they're going to put politics aside and put the people first. People are in desperate need of support right now, and playing political games with this moment in these crisis situations, these are the height of emergency situations, is just utterly irresponsible, and it is selfish, and it is about political gamesmanship instead of doing the job that you took an oath to do, which is to put the people first.
And I've been in touch with
What? So what even sparked this? What is she saying? He's playing a game. What's the game? Oh, for not taking her call? Oh yeah, Bubba. Okay, so on Bubba's show this morning, they were talking about this, that she said she claimed that she called him, and Ron DeSantis's people and Ron said that they didn't get a call from her. What the fuck? Well, yeah, that's why would he take your fucking call anyway? What are you going to do? You're not going to do anything. You're the vice president. Your job is to fucking pretend you'll be useful if the president dies. What are you going to do, you fucking idiot? Here's fucking Biden. Biden just said Ron DeSantis has his direct number, is doing a great job on hurricane response, directly undercutting Kamala. Biden hates her, not hiding it now. Yeah, so there's a group, well, you know, a portion of people, I see this on Twitter often, that people are starting to think that Biden actually secretly hates Kamala Harris. And that was why you saw, remember when Biden put on the Donald Trump hat? I don't know if I even played that on my stream. I don't know if I've played. Anyway, people use that video and a couple little instances, and then now this, saying that this is all evidence that Biden secretly fucking hates Kamala and thinks she's a retarded bitch and shouldn't be the president, which, can you blame him?
Mr. President,
the governor of Florida has been cooperative. He said he's gotten all that he needs. I talked to him again yesterday, and I said, no, you're doing a great job. It's all being done well. We thank you for it. And I literally gave my personal phone number to call. So I don't know. There was a rough start in some places, but every governor from Florida to North Carolina has been fully cooperative and supportive and acknowledged what this team is doing. And they're doing an incredible job. But we got a lot more to do.
Sounds like Kamala Harris is just a dumb bitch. So I don't know if you guys have seen, people have been showing that there's planes. The really conspiracy brain people have been talking about planes that are going into the storm. Now, it's difficult for me. I'm undecisive when it comes to, oh, are they making these storms worse or what, I don't get too fucking schizo directly with some of this shit. It's like I really try to go by some evidence and people's motives and whatever. And like before I will go around straight up saying that something is happening or that I completely ascribe to some conspiracy, belief in some conspiracy or whatever. I like to have good evidence for that. This isn't something that I have when it comes to these storms. Okay. I really don't know enough about HARP. And, but I know that there's a bunch of patents for weather modification and that kind of thing where we went over some of this on the stream the other night. We looked this up. There's one that was going around on Twitter and I wasn't even sure if it was real. And I looked it up on stream and it was real. Yes, HARP. I do think it's HARRP, high altitude, or no, HAARP. That's what it is. High Altitude Aurora Research Project, something like that. That's what this stands for. High Altitude Auroral Research Project. I think it's project. But yeah, I don't know that much about the HARP shit. And but yeah, we did go over the patents on here and that they've done this shit before. And one of the things that they did, which I mean, this isn't like, they found what Snopes that fact checked this found a few experts to say, oh, well, in theory, this works well, of course. And in a laboratory, yeah, we can do this there's no doubt about it, but you probably can't do it to a real big hurricane. You probably can't make a full hurricane, or we've never really done this. It's just like, yeah, they got a few experts that could say that, but they did cite, there was people back when they did I think it was Operation Cirrus or whatever the fuck it was for the King hurricane back in like 1940s or 50s or some shit, that what was it, Air Force or somebody, they dropped a bunch of dry ice down into a hurricane. This hurricane like went through Florida. They fucking threw ice in that bitch and it made a turn and went back to Georgia and slammed into Georgia. Crazy shit. But yeah, there were experts that, people were debating about it, but some experts, people you would call experts, not conspiracy theorists, not Alex Jones or Joe Rogan, experts said that they did control the hurricane by throwing dry ice into it at the right moment over whatever temperature water, and it caused it to accelerate, get stronger, and change direction. So this is a real thing that they've done before, but again, I'm not completely on board with whether any of this shit is being caused by the government. This probably is, but anyway, so some people have been using, one of the things they've been sharing on Twitter is screenshots when they look up flight patterns and they show that there are planes that are flying into the hurricane. Now, we do know this is how they get some of the measurements and figuring out how fucking fast the wind is and everything. But here's some video from inside of one. Now, I don't see any dry ice. They could be dumping chemicals into the hurricane to make it go faster. And that's probably what is happening here. But regardless, this is a cool video. There may be, Bill Gates. So if you type in weather modification patents, let me show you guys actually before we get to this. Let me just show you, because this is here, I'll screen share this page so you can see I'm not doing anything funny. We're looking in it where I'm showing you exactly what Google pulls up. Patents. Oh fuck, well they changed it. Well, here, look, this is funny. So people have been you can go back to the stream the other night when I typed in weather. Oh, wait, hold on. Never mind. That's what I did wrong. Hurricane. Okay, so yeah, they gave me different they gave me different stuff. Because last time on the stream when we looked this up, hurricane modification, it brought up Bill Gates was the first thing. Oh, okay, well here we go. Hurricane patent. Are you guys on this page with me? Oh shit, it's really small. Fuck, sorry. All right. So yeah, this was it was actually a little paragraph like how it was doing. It said AI overview on the last search I did when I had patents plural. So I typed in hurricane modification patent and Bill Gates still comes up on this, but before it was it had a paragraph where it talked about Bill Gates has been he has patented, came up with this technique to, it says weaken hurricanes. But Airplane Willie, who was in chat that night, did mention, and it's, it's sort of the obvious implication is that if they understand how to weaken them, then they understand how to make them stronger. So let's see. All right, I'll read through some of this. Abstract. So water alteration, structure, applications, and methods. This is the 2009 hurricane patent. I don't think this is the thing that came up before, but let's read through this paragraph real quick. Okay. A method, abstract. A method is generally described which includes environmental alteration. The method includes determining a placement of at least one vessel capable of moving water to lower depths in the water via wave-induced downwelling. The method also includes placing the at least one vessel in the determined placement. Further, the method includes generating movement of the water adjacent the surface of the water in response to the placing. Yeah, this isn't the same thing. I forget what we read before, but this is something different. So Bill Gates has several hurricane patents because this is not what we read the other night. But yeah, this is the one. Actually, no, wait, this is not the one. There's one that was going around on Twitter. A method for controlling hurricanes by raising temperature in the eye and or in the outflow. Air temperature within the eye and in the outflow of a hurricane is raised by flying scores of jet planes with afterburners in the structure. Small changes in the temperature in a large scale bring in large changes in other variables on the smaller scale to change the direction and intensity of the hurricane. What the fuck? This is crazier than the shit we read the other night. This is actually talking about changing the direction. Change the direction and intensity of the hurricane. This is talking about flying jets inside the middle of a hurricane to make it change directions. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god. Okay. Hurricane cyclones can cause severe damage, buildings, live creatures, da 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 da. Then it goes, cloud seeding is a known process for artificially modifying the weather by injecting a composition into a cloud for formation of an ice freezing nuclei. Sorry. Silver iodide. Yeah, we've heard about this before. Silver iodide is a well-known substance used for cloud seeding. The Storm Fury project, carried out by the U.S. government for several years, focused on hurricane formation suppression by means of aerial dispersion of silver iodide. The project was evaluated as a failure and canceled. Right. Of course. Yeah. Right. Okay. The project was evaluated failure, canceled. Discloses a weather. U.S. patent. Discloses a weather modification cartridge dispenser for automatically igniting and dispensing pyrotechnic rounds, where the dispenser is basically a motor-driven automatic spring power gun. Background of the invention. Okay. What the fuck? This is listing like a bunch of different weather modification systems. In 1976, William Gray suggested that the use of carbon black or soot might be a good way to modify typical cyclones. The idea was that one could burn a large quantity of heavy petroleum to produce vast numbers of carbon black particles that would be released on the edges of the tropical cyclone in the boundary layer. These carbon black aerosols would produce a heat source simply by absorbing the solar radiation and transferring the heat directly to the atmosphere. This would provide for the initiation of thunderstorm activity outside of the tropical cyclone core and weaken the eye wall convection. Huh. U.S. Patent 5984239 teaches about satellite weather modification system. It's an aerospace system designed to harness solar energy to modify the Earth's weather. This invention involves placing at least 1 million satellites in a planetary orbit, each satellite being capable of reflecting solar radiation. 1 million? How big do they have to be? Cloud seeding. So this is just like going through the fucking background. I guess they're building on all of these other patents. Hold on one second. Cloud seeding, delivering a coolant such as cryogenic air, liquid nitrogen, dry ice to bring about abatement of a hurricane by the dehydration of the moisture-laden air. Explosives. This is crazy. U.S. patent application 2 discloses ways to reduce cyclonic wind damage. These include use of a variety of explosives. Thus, the prior art teachings are directed to methods of creating rain or some impractical methods to modify weather. Most fail to appreciate the size and power of hurricanes. Huh. Okay, so they're talking about why. Yeah, they're saying they don't think these other patents that this kind of shit would actually work because it doesn't take into account the actual size of the hurricanes. Yeah, so they're saying, oh, okay, advantages accordingly. Several advantages of one or more aspects of this new patent invention they're referring to. Aspects of Several advantages of one or more of the aspects of the invention are practicality, immediate adaptation, and little investment required. Other advantages of one or more aspects are saving billions of dollars in storm damages. Further advantages will become apparent from a consideration of the ensuing description and the accompanying drawings. So yeah, they're talking about they're listing all these other patents where they're talking about if you can modify the temperature and stuff inside of the hurricane in the wall of the eye and stuff like that. There's varying techniques in these other patents that they're talking about. So they're building off of this, but with this technique, they're saying, okay, well, if you have all of these patents they're talking about, this works in theory on a certain scale, but it's like it takes so much. A hurricane is so fucking huge. It's like all of this shit is almost impractical because you can't get enough whatever the explosives like they talked about here, or they talked about fucking polymer, super absorbent polymer dispersing into the clouds. It's like they're saying, oh, okay, we've got all these other patents, and that is like some of them for sure, they all kind of work in theory, but some of them it's like are probably not practical in terms of being able to do it. This is saying, okay, well, this what method for modifying this works better because this is it's almost like taking into size or using the right scale. You're using a bunch of jets to fly around inside of the hurricane, and that will actually, if you get a few jets flying around inside of the eye, they can fly around fast enough and heat up enough of the air up um, to actually make a difference. So that's kind of interesting. Let me see. Right? Am I reading this right or am I retarded? Did I give a good does that make sense? Does that make sense to you guys? Well, I'm way behind on the chat. Sorry. Uh Lost in MIA. What's up, dude? Thanks for checking out the stream. How's it going? Are you new around here? I don't know if I've seen your screen name before. Got a lot of regulars in here. Um Fucking promo code Lummy Lover. What's up, bro? Blow the top off that bitch. Yeah, thank you guys for hanging with me. I've had a lot. I'm telling you guys, I'm like kind of getting burned out. I'm just the stress of this fucking storm. I've been prepping and putting our life back together after the last one and this one coming. It's just like I'm exhausted, guys. I barely, I got home late, barely had time to fucking shower and eat before I got on here. It's just like fucking it ain't easy being a Floridian. Thank you. Where are you? Oh yeah, you're not in Florida. That's right, promo code. I forgot forget where you said you are, but yeah. No, it's all good. I'll be fine. I'm just saying whatever. I hope I'm not being too boring here reading through fucking patents. You know how this stream can go from 1 minute we're watching some crazy bullshit and the next I'm reading an indictment and whatever, I don't fucking know. I've never read this. I would, This is another thing where I'm like, hey, well, I would be doing this anyway, reading through some random bullshit. So let's do it together. Let's all learn something. Okay, so I get the gist of this, I think. Yeah, this is a more detailed description. So, but we get it. So they're using planes. This is this is why people are going conspiracy crazy. And we'll get to this, the video on my Twitter. Hold on, let me screen share. ML Pope. Thank you, bro. You're welcome. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I got you on the gimmick. You hit the sub. Thank you, Famalam. I appreciate that. ML Pope, the Pope, the real Pope. Fucking, where's my Twitter? Hold on one second. All right, let me pull this up. So yeah, this is regardless of what mischievous bullshit you think these people are up to, flying planes in the fucking hurricane. This is a cool video.
Pretty good.
What the fuck? Bro, what is this shit? How fucking sketchy is this? I would be actually shitting my pants. I'd be wearing a diaper if I had this job.
I'm gonna grab my phone real quick. Yeah. Well, damn. Hit the sun. Oh, crap. All right.
That is fucking sketchy. That is fucking sketchy. Release the chemicals. Hey, probably, bro. What do you need all of these knobs and stuff just to get to record the wind speed? I don't think so. There's fucking silver iodide in this right here. Look at this plane. They're obviously dropping chemicals, right? We're just going to assume that, right? I'm packing a bowl here. Hold on.
Good God. All right. Well, thanks. When you get a chance, can you grab my wallet too? Thanks. Gotta keep these pockets zipped.
What the fuck? They're out of it? Or are they?
Wow.
That's fucking nuts. I don't even like being in cars. Someone's laundry's done. The beginning's good. It's boring at the end. Let's watch the beginning again. It's fucking so sketchy.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Five. I'm gonna grab my phone real quick. Yeah. Well. Damn.
Fuck that. Not my job. That will never be my job. Then again, I wouldn't take pleasure in injecting chemicals into the air and killing people with hurricane, but people have other priorities. Bro, here's another fucking video. We talked about this last night on the stream. This is bro, this is Stevie dropped those panties for us. If that wouldn't get me kicked off of here, I would start the show off with that. But I'm not allowed to. I can't even read that name. I'll call you Chi. Look at how strong the storm is, chat. Yeah, chat, look. Eyewall footage. Yeah, bro, it's that shit's sketchy. Yeah, but what's the rest of you? I check. Okay, well, what's the rest of your name? Okay, check. What's up, check? Thanks for getting in the chat, check. Yeah. Bro, here's another helicopter fucking up. Let me restart this. Oh, yeah, I got a screen share. Hold up. Just like we saw last night, I pulled this up where it's the volunteer aid centers, not the federal deal, not FEMA's tents, but these volunteers that set up their tents to give out food and water and whatever the fuck for people. This is like the second or third video showing one of these helicopters flying low and throwing their fucking gear, their whole setup all over the place and fucking shit up and then flying away. They're not like landing and then passing out money to people. They're just hovering low enough to make all of their fucking tents and set up. And apparently people went to the hospital, if I heard correctly or read correctly. But why though? That's definitely the federal government. That is definitely the federal government. This fucking song sucks. God damn. FEMA at it again. FEMA at it again. Bro, and here's the fucking traffic. If I decide to leave, this is what it looks like. Here's a post from Bubba the Love Sponge, the man himself. I'm gonna go down here or over here. I'll go over here. Here's the traffic leaving 275 north, 75. Look at the left side. It's all fucking backed up. It's going to stay like that. Where am I supposed to go? I have 2 cats. You think they're going to sit in a car for 10 hours? In this? And my roommate's dog? And the cat from my mom's house? You think they're all going to sit in a car for 10 hours to sit through this? Look at this. Look at this. This is if I decide to leave. This is what it's going to look like. I'm going to die on the road in the storm. Here, let me send I'm going to put my videos somewhere so that we can watch them on here. Hold on one second. Let me see if these if my videos go through. I'll show you what it's like driving around Tampa right now. You're in Alaska? Did those send? Show you my print. You're a fucking psycho. God damn, are you kidding me? There's pictures of my print places. Come on, go look yourself. You're gonna make me pull that shit. Adam Wiley, what's up, bro? Over on the Twitter. What's up, fam? I do need you know what, Democrats are evil. I do need to do like a live stream porn type of thing before I get too old. I'm still in really good shape. I hurt my shoulder. Thursday, if I don't die from the storm on Thursday, that'll be my first workout back to working out after my shoulder was fucked up. And my shoulder isn't quite back to normal, but I feel like if I really start off with just a lightweight week that a week of working out where my sets are doing light shit, I think I'll be good to go. So anyway, but yeah. A love line. One of these days, bro, Dr. Ruth style. You really think so? No traffic, red right now all the way to the Georgia border. Is that true? Oh, you're in Buffalo? Okay. Marilyn Mom, we have to stop heating the planet. These storms are what we've been warned about for decades. Well, I don't know. Heating the planet, there's a lot to debate with this shit. Let me pull up I sent these to my Instagram so we can look at them, my videos. But anyway, fucking no, I don't want us to be adding bad shit into the atmosphere. I don't know that carbon is really the main problem. I think there's probably worse shit to be adding to the atmosphere. But no, fucking really, the issue is, I think, with people living too close to the coast and not preparing for that, the climate's going to change regardless. And, I don't know if Elon Musk wasn't the first one to point this out, that the planet is actually somewhat carbon deficient, if you can believe that. But yeah, I mean, we're at less than 400 parts per million, last I checked, in terms of carbon and in the atmosphere. And in theory, plant life flourishes the best and upwards of 1,000, like 1,200 parts per million is what plant life thrives the best in. And then plants will make more oxygen, and so I mean, it really, when we're talking about changes, climate change, and what that does to the human population and stuff, I mean, it's difficult to tease these things apart, really. But no, yeah, when the climate changes, it affects humans' ability to flourish on the planet. Does that mean that we need to stop the climate from changing, or does that mean that we need to change the way that we live on the planet so that our lifestyles are, it's possible for us to coexist with the climate changing, how it will be changing probably regardless. I mean, even if we stop using carbon, we're really at the lower end, near bad, in terms of carbon levels in the atmosphere. We're not. I mean, we know this about plants already, that they like around 1,200 parts per million in terms of carbon in the atmosphere. So what evidence is it, besides that you assume that carbon in the atmosphere is just going to make everything get hotter, and that's bad, and it's going to make more hurricanes? I mean, that's in theory. We know this about plants. Like, is that the only reasoning to keep carbon levels down? Because keeping carbon levels down affects plant life on the whole fucking planet. You might think, which I don't really, I mean, come on. You think this hurricane is that bad just because, and we can, no, you know what? We can pull up, we'll pull up Bubba, what is it? Windy Bubba, the newest meteorologist, to show Dennis Phillips talking about this. But if you really think that the intensity of storms is increasing, and that has something to do with the carbon levels, you really have to question, you have to question that theory. Our ability to measure hurricanes and all of this kind of shit, the wind speeds when they're out in the fucking Gulf, all of our abilities to measure all that shit has increased. So are we really measuring like stronger storms or what? This saying the storm, this is like what Bubba talked about, where he had Dennis Phillips on. He played Dennis Phillips's segment, a local meteorologist here in our area. And he's one of the bigger names, though, locally. And he was talking about people are freaking out that this storm has been measured at 180 miles an hour. And it was just one measurement taken in this one part of like a corner of the fucking hurricane twisting in the worst spot. So they got for like a minute or whatever, a second, you don't know how long exactly. I don't know. He'll explain it. We can try to pull up the segment. I think I remember where it's at. But Yeah, he was talking about people are freaking out about this storm being 180 miles an hour wind. I don't know if that's supposed to, I think that's gusts, not sustained. Could be wrong about that. But anyway, freaking out about the power. This is just because they happen to be flying the plane and catch that amount of gust or whatever when they measured this. You know, it was just one part of this storm. So this isn't like, you know, we've lost plenty with the storms in the last 20 years. We've lost plenty. I don't know that this storm is really going to be that much stronger hitting us, and if that's some evidence that climate change is the problem and that we can do anything about the climate changing. So let me get yeah, shit, sorry. I was going to pull up my Instagram. I was clicking on the wrong thing there. Oh shit, hold on. Okay, here they are. Yeah, so this is Tampa today. This was me heading home from my mom's. I was checking I was helping my mom out with shit, prepping for the storm. God damn it. Pause, you whore. Okay. Yeah, so this is at Kennedy and Himes. This is generally, if I was on the road at this time, this was like 4 o'clock. This is how dead our town is right now. 4 o'clock. Normally, there's so many people, there's so many cars, it's obnoxious. And this was me heading home at 4 o'clock. I had to record. There were no cars. I couldn't believe it. I was like, this is how the traffic should be. A few less million people in my fucking town. There's cars way down there at Del Mabry, but there's nothing here. That's just unbelievable. And you can see there's some cars that come up here, but I couldn't believe I went all this time without seeing someone else on the road. It was just unreal. You can't see it well, but my windshield wiper's coming apart too. Really picked a bad time for my windshield wiper to start tearing itself off with every swipe right before a hurricane. Unreal. I went over 30 seconds without seeing anyone else on the road in Tampa just before 5 o'clock traffic. Hold on, I have another video. This is driving around later on Hillsborough. Stop it. Now, you might wonder what happens to the bums and the crackheads in a town that gets hit with a natural disaster. Well, you're about to learn, okay? They don't go anywhere. They're still, the bums and the crackheads, they're still out and about. They are still doing their thing. They're still on. Somehow, during a fucking natural disaster, a crackhead can still get their crack. You'd think that there would be problems with that. You'd think the supply chain would be broken up a little bit for crack and fentanyl, but it's not. That the black market runs just as smoothly during a natural disaster than when there isn't one. It's like nothing happened. It's like nothing's going on. People are actually out here fucked up the day before a hurricane is about to obliterate our town. The crackheads are still out here. Check this guy out. I don't know if you can hear him. He's just going, ah, ah. Can you hear him? Drops his hat. When I see that on the street corner in my neighborhood, it makes me want the storm. It makes me want a little enema for this town. That's what we need. These people, they won't go to the shelters and fucking Salvation Army and shit. They won't go there because you're not allowed to be in there smoking crack. So they stay on the street. They'll take 200-mile-an-hour wind gusts any day as long as they can still find some little corner that where they can light a cigarette. They jump inside of a dumpster so they can light a lighter so they can smoke the crack. As long as that is possible, they are fine and they aren't going anywhere. So we need about 200 miles an hour winds to wipe these people off of the streets because they will not go. Did I get any more crackheads in this? No, it's just my leg. There's a close-up of my leg right there. Can you hear him going, ah? This guy just got his fix. FEMA is probably supplying crack to this guy. He's got no troubles. He is not worried about a storm. And he's probably going to be fine. He probably will be there Thursday morning at the bus stop still. After the storm passes, this guy will still be sitting here at this bus stop. No bubbles, no troubles. That was probably that white guy or Hispanic, whatever he was. This guy, he probably sold him the crack. You don't know what's going on. This is the Popeyes at 22nd and Hillsborough, okay? This is a normal day out there. We got the drug dealers walking. We got the crackheads on crack. Fuck it. What storm? Hey, what storm? You're a crackhead. There's no storm. How can you be worried about a storm when you're too busy looking for crack rocks? The storm is chariot, no lie. Or the storm is serious, chat, no lie. Goddamn, I got dyslexia. I'm schizophrenic. Got brain damage. No, I don't think it's a nothing burger. I agree with you. Night, y'all. You heading to bed? All right. See you, Steve Coco. Thanks for checking out the stream. Don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe, all that stuff. I appreciate the support, guys. I really do. Let me X out of this. Let me see if I can find the Dennis Phillips segment with Bubba the Love Sponge. Okay, I think I found about where it's at. Let me pull this up for you. So yeah, this is a real weather guy. Bubba was on his show all fucking day talking about how all morning. It's a 4-hour show, 6 to 10. Bubba was on this morning saying how this storm is probably not going to be a big deal. I don't agree with that. I know this is going to fuck some shit up. My mom's place just got fucked up. Is that where you're near? 22nd and Lake? What's up, bro? You're my neighbor. Bro, you are my neighbor. What's up, fam? What's up, my neighbor?
You think so?
Mm-hmm. And I think that's helping us because it has slowed significantly. I mean, the landfall is a solid 12 hours later than they were predicting 2 days ago. So if you follow the trend, it's pushing south.
Amateur forecasting hour is really giving us a lot of hope. But again, our mayor was on TV last night saying we're all going to die.
Well,
I'm getting, he's
an amateur.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal. Here is this is the most accurate app there is.
I just sent you the updated national hurricane.
All right.
For
You
the
also
one?
sent me Dennis Phillips too. From
Yes, I
this
did.
is all right. So this is Dennis Phillips from last night, and then this is Dennis Phillips from last.
I'm going to hit my bowl, chat. Don't mind me, chat. Dennis is full of shiz. You think so? Oh, you're not an 813 no more? You ain't my neighbor. It's okay. I don't expect you to be in the 813, especially not in my neighborhood. It ain't no fun over here. It's a fucking shit show. We got crackheads. Bubba Wendy, yeah. Wendy Clem herself.
Wendy
With
Ryan.
Chief Meteorologist Dennis Phillips. Dennis?
Which, by the way, supposedly Dennis has a 9.5-inch penis.
Okay.
God bless him.
And
He's looking stressed.
that's been verified by a woman that went to Penn State with him, and that's all I'm going to say.
Still trying to get him on the show for tomorrow.
And
Those
so
suspenders are barely holding things up.
the one thing about Dennis is he might be the longest tenured.
Those suspenders aren't for his pants. The suspenders are actually holding up his penis. It's 9 inches.
Meteorologist in Tampa, him or Paul Delgado from 13. And Dennis is one dude that doesn't, I mean, he'll tell you how serious it is that you need to evacuate, but he'll also tell you, like, listen, the eye's only 5 miles wide. The 180 that they're getting right now in the northeast quadrant of the hurricane plane is not sustainable. This thing's going to break up and then reform and then break up. He kind of gives you the real, like he doesn't.
There's a reason why women 65 and up would leave their husbands or whatever's left of their husbands in a heartbeat for one night with Dennis Phillips, because he will give it to you. He will tell it to you like a human being.
I don't think 65 and up, buddy. I think 40 and up. Dennis, that's Dennis's range.
40 and up. Women now want him.
Yeah.
I got to compete with Dennis Phillips now?
Yeah.
Well, that's not good for anybody.
Very latest on Hurricane Milton's track with Chief Meteorologist.
But Dennis tells you like it is, man.
The exact way, whether you need to freak out, whether you need to chill, whether you need to sit and wait.
Dennis?
Wendy, so when we look at the updates, the new tracks come out every 6 hours. So we just had one. We'll have another one at 5 a.m., 11 a.m., and 5 p.m.
Yeah, poor guy looks tired.
He does look tired.
I hope they got.
I'm going to look up a new track, right? This is fucking over 12 hours ago, so we'll look up something.
Some kind of bonus program for him because
it's called his yearly salary. This is what he is.
But I'm saying is like your yearly salary probably pays you to be the guy, the weatherman for 6 and 11, and when you have to spend
all day every day for a week,
3 weeks, 3 additional weeks on the air for weather emergencies, Maybe they give you a little bony.
There's got to be
Tomorrow.
a bony for the
No
emergencies.
changes
That's gotta be written
to
into the
our
contract.
warnings. We still have a hurricane warning in effect for the entire area, and that includes our inland counties.
Listen, everybody that's listening to us and not in the Tampa area, not in the Florida area.
I'm inland now.
Whether you're Fort Walton Beach.
Ooh, guys, I just saw AP News when I typed in hurricane or fucking Milton tracker, live tracker. AP News was one of the top ones that popped up. I click on it. Now, we'll get into this in a minute. I'm assuming this is the most recent track they posted, but it's going south. It might not be smashing right into me. This actually might be one of the better outcomes if it actually follows this track. We'll see. Let's get through this Dennis Phillip segment, and we'll get to what I just pulled up.
Or your Phoenix, Arizona. Just please bear with us. This is predictive. This is predicted to be the most catastrophic hurricane ever to hit Tampa since 1921. This is a once in 100-year deal. I personally, I could be wrong, but I don't think it's going to be as major as they say upon my Bubba Phillips, the data that I'm looking at.
This is such a dangerous game to play. To be the one saying that it's not going to be as bad. It's such a dangerous game to play. There's blood on your hands, Bubba. No, you don't want to be the one that's wrong on this side of the spectrum, You want to be wrong that you made people over prepare. So maybe they spent a few $100s. You don't want to be wrong and you made people fucking lose their livelihoods. Like they could have at least driven their vehicles out of town, but you told people to stay because it's no big deal. I don't know.
Chose differently. And so
even the one we're looking at right now on TV that has it hitting us directly.
Yeah, well, I have it hitting us directly too.
Oh, okay.
I have it hitting us absolutely Actually, ground zero is Bayway Isles in Tierra Verde. That's ground zero. My old house, I put my old house on the Windy app, and the wind goes from 105 to 4. Is the minute that the eye goes over the island. Can you imagine how freaked out that would be? Like it's you're hanging on for dear life at $1.05.
South, bro. Is that really is there other people seeing trackers that it's looking south? I'll pull it up in a minute after Dennis Phillips part. All that bullshit built near Marco Island. I'm not familiar with that area. Damn, there really is no one on the roads. Yeah, bro, when I was coming home, I could not believe that I didn't see a car at this intersection after 4 o'clock, within an hour of 5 in the 5 o'clock traffic window. That's unreal. That's scary. All these fucking people took the fuck off. They all left. My town is probably, man, I wonder if judging by the traffic. Now, I mean, you got to assume there's a lot of people, there's a lot of businesses that were closed today, probably, regardless. They're boarding shit up, and everybody's boarding up their buildings. So people aren't expecting to go to the nail salon or fucking, I don't know, So you got to take that into account. But if you were to just flat out say, okay, judging by the traffic, compared to a regular day, what percentage of the people in your town do you think left? Dude, the traffic, judging by the traffic, I mean, it has to be at least 75% less cars on the road. Bare minimum. Again, I'm not saying 75% left the town, but I was thinking off the top of my head, like 50% probably. Because, I mean, I could not believe after 4 p.m. and I was at an intersection by myself. I can't even, The last time that happened was during the COVID shutdown. That is crazy.
And then it calms down to 4.
How pissed would you be if it's at nighttime and you can't look up and see the sky?
I know.
Wouldn't that be much
I want
cooler?
to forget that because we often talk about coastal areas, especially when we're talking surge. We always talk about coastal areas. But this storm, this hurricane is going to cut right across the state. And it's going to go very close to Orlando as well.
So you're saying, Dan Phillips says the more this slows down, the more opportunity it might have to track a little south.
Yes.
They are going to have hurricane conditions in Orlando. And I say that because there's a lot of people that are going to evacuate to Orlando. And you're still going to get some pretty nasty conditions.
So you got a 5-hour drive to Orlando. Did you see the gridlock yesterday?
Yes.
I mean, Bubba,
and now you're going to have a 5-hour drive back after getting hit.
Just to be safe, though, Bubba,
Right.
I mean, to not have to be stranded on, rising waters with your family. Like, because I know a bunch of mom and family stuff that went to Jacksonville and Orlando yesterday just to be safe and to not have to worry about, oh, my God, the water's rising and I have 3 kids and 2 dogs. I get why you got out of town.
I understand.
They're not.
I get that too. I ain't talking shit about people leaving or taking this way more seriously than it needs to. Who knows? Nobody knows what level of seriousness you need to take this with. So it's like, I ain't judging anybody for that. No, bro, this is fucking scary. You get 180 mile per hour wind measurements. That is fucking nuts. Even if it's just for a minute or a second, that is a second is enough to rip your fucking roof off. So, I mean, that counts.
Like Tampa, of course, or wherever landfall occurs. And there's also that.
Dan's going to the Grand Hyatt. Do they gouge you, Danny, on the deal?
No, it was like $250 a night. Maybe.
That's not too
That's
bad.
not
That's
bad
probably
at all.
what it is regularly.
I think that I just did it through Expedia. It was what it was regularly.
2 rooms or 1?
1 room.
Storm
with 2
surge warning.
queens
So you like 2
and the dog.
Is it pet friendly?
It says it was.
In effect as well.
Better be.
Along
Dan's going to be in a fucking hotel. His place is near the water. He's going to be stuck in a hotel.
coastal areas. So let's look at the latest. Storm surge.
And he drives a cyber truck, so he's really trying to stay dry.
This is always the real catastrophic area of damage because you simply cannot do anything about the water. The wind can be more isolated. The wind can be scattered.
Bro, this is my mom's place up in here with the 10 to 15 foot storm surge. Go fuck yourself, ocean. Dude, we were packing up the house and I just kept singing Under the Sea. Under the sea, life is much better down where it's wetter. Just wait and see. I was singing that as we're packing shit up, just imagining walking through the house and just imagining the water is above my head and I'm looking up and there's fish swimming past me in the house, just imagining it.
But when this water comes in, there's not a thing you can do about it. And a surge of 10 to 15 feet. Now, this is worst case scenario. By definition, when the hurricanes...
Now, my app says 3.
That's a big discrepancy, Bubba.
I'm just saying. He's saying worst case scenario.
Bubba's app says category 3.
So does worst case scenario mean when an app that just puts in straight data says 3, but the worst case scenario is 10 to 15? Lummy, what are you saying?
So I was looking it up because
3 feet, not category 3. I'm a dumbass. I wasn't listening. That is a huge discrepancy.
I'm kind of curious too. On the Windy app, it looks like the waves don't account for the storm surge.
They don't.
So you add that to the storm surge plus the 8 to 12 inches of rain.
Yeah, we are going to get 8 inches of rain here.
So,
So who are you siding with, Lummy? It seems like you're siding with Dennis Phillips.
No, I don't care.
So if it rained outside and Dennis Phillips laid flat on the ground and got an erection, his penis would be sticking out of the water at least bare minimum 1 inch. 8 inches of rain. That's a good amount of rain.
I'm not siding with Dennis Phillips.
There's no
I'm
siding
just saying
with
that
anybody.
the Windy app it doesn't show what did it. We don't have the correct data for it.
Bubba, it seems like
Dennis.
it's your Windy app versus Dennis Phillips. 40 years.
Hold on.
I
think the Windy
I'm
app
trusting Bubba.
Can probably predict the rainfall and the wind way, very, very, very.
Is this the same app that he makes the AI songs with? It also does weather. That's a good app.
Accurately, I don't think the Windy app can predict storm surge. Right, Lummy?
Yes.
I think everything else on the Windy app is probably dead balls on.
Correct. Yes.
It has it hitting Tierra Verde at 105, which is I think what they're calling for. But it's got sustained winds. The wind gust at the studio is going to be 71 with sustained winds at 40. I think that is probably about what's going to happen. Now, we probably cannot
Jesus
predict.
Christ, this fucking segment is long as hell.
Storm surge because Windy doesn't have that app, right?
Correct.
I mean, as far as that ability.
Correct.
Center sends out these numbers. These are the worst that they can be. And
Now, Macho Man, Mike's on. Macho Man does say that we are 16 feet. The way your elevation app or whatever you had yesterday, Macho Man said that the studios are 16 feet above sea level.
Yes.
Yeah. So, I mean,
guys, just as a side note, I know I'm a fucking retard and I, have ADD on here, but my friend, my gangbang buddy, my butt buddy, my friend, he went to Wyoming like a month ago, it was about a month ago, something like that. And he only went for like a day and came back, and he was just talking about how he fucking how he loves Wyoming. Hold on a second. But yeah, they're talking about elevation. Wyoming. And now it is kind of an abstract thing since we're on a globe, we're on a ball, so it is kind of like a weird thing to, to visualize, to compare. But my buddy blew my fucking mind telling me that the elevation in Wyoming, I don't know why I didn't think of Wyoming like this. Maybe I'm just a fucking idiot. But the elevation in Wyoming is like 6,000 some feet. I don't know. I didn't think about Wyoming like that. It's 6,000 some feet higher than us. I guess I'm sure some other people have their mind blown by that. I feel like a fucking idiot. Like other people must know that, and I'm just in the dark over here. But that blew my fucking mind. I just looked up when he said that, and I just looked up like 6,000 feet up there. But, technically it's not. It's like 6,000 feet. It's like up that way, but it's way that way. And it's very gradual and whatever. That shit blew my fucking mind. And it made me think like, wow, they're so lucky to not be worried about flooding. And my buddy's been, since all this storm shit, he's been talking about going to Wyoming. And I just sent him a thing that popped up today that they're having like really bad fires in Wyoming right now. So there's nowhere safe to go. It's bullshit.
I don't know if that's
something good. You're a foot above the worst possible scenario.
I mean, yeah, but we also have a 100,000 gallon pond in the back that's full up.
It's full right now.
I started draining that for you yesterday. I just started taking buckets and just kind of throwing them over to bake more
pies. That makes sense. They kind of want to get everybody to look, all right, well,
put them in their little pond.
This is the worst it can be. So we can decide what we want to do based on that worst case scenario. It makes a lot of sense. Usually the numbers come down a little bit lower than this, but
now if you look over there, if you look over at Fox 13 over there,
yes,
it says 80 mile wind gusts, 80 to 90 mile wind gusts. That's what Windy said.
Sure did.
Windy said 71.
Right.
Yep. So I mean,
is what you at least can plan on.
How to make another AI song? Windy said.
I think the only thing, Lummy, that I wish we could figure storm surge.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
That's going to be the only thing that gets us. And here's the deal, man. Even if this building takes on water,
it won't get you here, Bubba.
No, but even if this building takes on water, as long as it's not any higher than the countertops, because we're taking everything on the ground, every computer, everything we have most everything on countertops. So what?
There's not a lot of carpet. It's just
it's all
stuff is cleanable.
It's the rubber universal matting. And Lummy, worst case scenario, if you're sucking it up, if you even had to pull up the matting to dry the concrete underneath. Now that's a pretty big job, but can be done.
Yeah,
Can you
easily.
reuse it?
Yeah, of
Pull it
course.
out?
Of course.
It's pull up, reusable, put it back down.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
That's going to be a lot of work for Big Red.
you're good, dude. You're serviceable.
That's what you should have done in your gym.
Whether or not to evacuate,
That's what we're doing
which a lot of places are under mandatory
That's some extra, I'll tell you.
evacuations. So earlier on tonight, we had that pinhole eye wall, and then look right there. That's
See,
kind
it
of
wobbles
cloudy
every
right
time
there.
it shifts the eye wall. It seems to wobble.
Dennis is going to tell you about it.
What does that mean? It means it's weakening, but not really in the way that we want it to. Wind's at 165. It's down to 165. It's moving east at 9. The pressure's up 15 millibars in the last hour. That's huge. I mean, that is weakening. But what's happening is a second eye wall is forming. We call it an eye wall replacement cycle. And all that means is...
Yeah, so this Dennis Phillips segment, this is almost 24 hours ago. So this is very old news.
What do we call it?
Oh, second.
All right, so I got to get off of here soon. That's we got it. That's an old segment. So let's get to... Anyway, this is what I just pulled up. This is from 30 minutes ago. AP News just put this up. Hurricane Milton live updates. Tampa Bay, Florida in the path of Category 5 storm. Yeah, so this is the most current track, I'm assuming. Updated 9/10. So yeah, this is not even an hour old yet. According to this model that they have up, it's going to be south of Tampa. Isn't that closer to like Fort Myers than Tampa? Isn't Fort Myers like right here? Fort Myers, right? I'm a fucking idiot. Hurricane Milton was upgraded back to Category 5 storm as it churns toward Florida's west coast. The ferocious storm could land once in a century, direct hit on Tampa and St. Pete. So why does this... Okay. The model does not show that anymore, but they're saying it. Okay. Engulfing the populous region with towering storm surges and turning debris from Helena's devastation 12 days ago into projectiles. Yeah, we just talked about that earlier. Charlotte County, Florida extends evacuation orders inland. Charlotte County, that's not us. But anyway, on Tuesday evening, extended its Hurricane Milton evacuation order further inland to what it refers to as Zone C yellow. The additional evacuation zone of the county southeast of Sarasota includes residents in any zone who live in mobile or manufactured homes. That's about 11% of the more than 202,600 people who live in the county, according to the population estimates from the U.S. Census Bureau. Fluctuations in intensity. Milton is still forecast to land as a major hurricane. What else is in here? FEMA bullshit. Okay. Hurricane Milton remained on course Tuesday evening for Florida's west coast, traveling northeast across the Gulf of Mexico at about 10 miles per hour. Okay, so yeah. It's moving 10 miles an hour. The wind is a lot stronger than that, according to the U.S. National Hurricane Center's latest advisory. As of 8 p.m. EDT, the storm was 440 miles southwest of Tampa. Okay. Its maximum sustained wind speeds were 165, making it a Category 5 hurricane still. Fluctuations in intensity are likely while Milton moves across the eastern Gulf of Mexico, but Milton is expected to be a dangerous major hurricane when it reaches the west central coast of Florida Wednesday night, the Hurricane Center said. Storm surges, Okay, FEMA battles, rumors surrounding Helene recovery. The rumors surrounding Hurricane Helene are many. There are false claims that people taking federal relief money could see their land seized, or that the 750 is most likely they will never get to rebuild. Oh, so I read that completely wrong. Sorry. Or that the $750 is the most they will ever get to rebuild, or that the agency's director on the ground since the storm hit was beaten up and hospitalized. What? Oh, fuck. As the U.S. agency tasked with responding to disasters, the Federal Emergency Management Agency has been fighting misinformation since Helene slammed into Florida nearly 2 weeks ago and brought a wide swath of destruction as it headed north. False claims are being fueled by former President Donald Trump and others just ahead of the presidential election and are coming as the agency is gearing up to respond to a second major disaster, Hurricane Milton. FEMA Administrator Deanne Criswell told reporters Tuesday that she has never seen the disinformation problem as bad as it's been with Helene, which hit hard in North Carolina, a state key to winning the election. That's all you're going to say about all that? That's it. Okay, cool. Thanks for nothing, AP News. Healthcare facilities in the path. Okay, this is what I was looking for. Milton could hit a bit south of Tampa. Hurricane Milton's forecasted trajectory wobbled slightly Tuesday, which means it could make landfall Wednesday a bit south of Tampa Bay, according to the most recent forecast discussion from the U.S. National Hurricane Center. Still, the whole region is expected to get slammed by Milton. It's difficult to predict an exact landfall location even just a day and a half before it's expected to come ashore. Predictions can be off by a little over 60 miles, the Hurricane Center said. So 60 miles is, that makes a lot of difference, though. A lot. The Tampa metro region is home to about 3 million people, 3.3. Areas south of Tampa are less populated, the biggest nearby city being Sarasota, about 50 miles south. Pentagon deploys forces in North Carolina. What? Pentagon has deployed 1,500 active duty forces in North Carolina to help with emergency route clearance, helicopter search and rescue, and delivery of food, water, and other resources in the area hit hardest by Hurricane Helene. Pentagon spokesperson Sabrina Singh said, there are roughly 5,000 National Guard members from 19 different states working in North Carolina and Florida. More than 5,000 members of the state's National Guard have been mobilized to prepare for Hurricane Milton. Oh, yeah, we watched this. Hurricane researchers take a bumpy flight into Milton. So, yeah, that's the video we just we saw earlier in the stream. Huh, here's the traffic cameras. Let's check this out. Is this live? No. Yeah, this is live. The camera's blowing in the wind. Your disgusting burping, loud, and cussing show manners, please. I think that's the wrong your, but thank you for the comment. You are disgusting, right? Or you're disgusting burping. Anyway, please like and subscribe. I'll promise I'll stop burping. I haven't burped in a while. How long have you been watching? Are you on delay? I haven't burped since I was finishing the starfruit earlier, I think. No, that's pretty crazy. This shit is fucking... The bridges are never this empty. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to get off here. I got to do a few things and before I get ready for bed. And I got to be up tomorrow bright and early, last few hours to prepare for whatever the fuck is going to happen. I don't know what the fuck is really going to happen. I'm smack dab in the middle of Tampa. So we will see. I might get wiped off of the map here. So if I'm not streaming tomorrow night, you know why. Either I'm dead or Spectrum has just dropped the ball again. Bustin'. My finger stinks. I wonder what that smells like. You got me curious. Is it like a poopy kind of stink? Did you have it in your butt? I'm doing it now. What? Ooh, burp on command there for you. Oh. I'm one of those people. Sometimes I can't always do it, but I'm one of those people that I can expand my esophagus and get air in and burp on command. But right now I ate some food a little bit ago, so there ain't that much room. See? The whole show could be burping. The whole show could be, is this what you want? You want to test me? You want to push me on this? You want to try me? There's more where that came from. You want that? You want to fuck with me, Glenda K? Glenda K? All right. Yeah, good night, guys. Everybody go get some sleep. We don't know what the fuck. I know there's some people in here that are in the, near Tampa, Florida area. Disgusting. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. So yeah, go get a good night's sleep tomorrow. I hope wherever the fuck you are, you're being safe. Ooh, I almost puked. I really almost puked. So yeah, I hope you're safe. If you're in one of the flood zones, come on, it's a good idea to get the fuck out of there. I don't see when they're talking about Mayor Castor acting like she has to warn us that we're gonna die. She has to threaten us that we're gonna die. She doesn't even need to do that. Believe me, the areas where it flooded for Helene, all of those people are like, they're already gone. They know better than to be at their house for something that's projected to be worse than the storm that almost swept their houses off the foundation. People aren't that fucking retarded. So anyway, I hope if you are in a flood zone, A or B, bare minimum, maybe C, you might want to get gone, already be gone. So please, everybody, proceed with caution. Be smart. If you're in the Florida area, you're dealing with this bullshit, be smart about your choices. Think shit through. I hope to see you guys back on tomorrow night. I'm planning to be on here as long as, shit doesn't completely hit the fan. So we'll see. Anybody that's watching Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, thank you guys for the support. I appreciate the click. Please, if you don't mind hitting the like button. And if you're on the YouTube side, wherever you're watching, Facebook or Twitter, if you wouldn't mind, go give my YouTube channel a sub and hit the like and all that shit. I'm trying to build my YouTube page back up. It got deleted a couple years ago. I got parody songs and all that shit on my page. So, there's plenty shit to watch through. Plenty of stuff to check out. I got a Tim Walls parody. I got a P. Diddy parody song. A bunch of different shit. So please just go check it out. Doing all this bullshit myself. Including the intro and outro tracks, the royalty-free tracks for my live stream here. I make those myself as well. And I'm going to put on the Fat Pig's favorite royalty-free because he's still up here in the chat. He's my number one, my most devoted at the moment. You have to keep that record, Fat Pig. That's up to you to stay number one in here, okay? No, but that's my boo there. So here we go. Yeah, thank you guys. This has been Dark Times with Dark Match Steve, of course. Thank you for watching. I will be on tomorrow night, hopefully. If I have to evacuate, I'll still try to get on here. We'll see if I can get somewhere with Wi-Fi. So yeah, either way, guys, I will try to stream tomorrow. Should be on around 8 o'clock or so. So be ready for that. Please stay safe. I love you guys. Thank you for watching.